It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And break, the tight end's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The extra point up and good. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Now it's Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now on first down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Carr. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
so. They called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes, pass incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On play action, it's Carr. And he's got this down to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Throwing now is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Carr. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Harris. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Now Mahomes. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Chargers on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Long converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gabe Neighbors, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very...
And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 89 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC's offense ready to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Underneath, he's got Brate. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Lawrence Guy, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job